Like Paul says in Ephesians, he says this, to put off our old self and to put on new self, created after the likeness of God in true righteousness and holiness. We need to put off our old self and put on our new self. Right? You got to put that old identity away. That one where you try to fake it through life and you're going to just, present yourself perfectly before people and think that you can present yourself right before God. We just need to be honest and own our weakness before other people because we've all been outed. So how many of you, I'm going to talk about Costco now. How many of you have shopped at Costco before? Okay, almost everybody. How many of you guys have bought clothing at Costco? Okay, many. So there's one thing about Costco. Many people don't like shopping at Costco for a specific reason. For one, the same reason. It's not really the same reason as me because when I go shopping at Costco, I look like I was shopping at the Baby Gap because my pants come up to like here. Because the longest pants they sell are 32. So looks like I was at Baby Gap, ready to go digging for some clams. So that's the reason why I don't shop at Costco. But there's another reason why most people don't. Anybody know? Can you tell me? What's that? You can't try stuff on. That's right. You can't try anything on because there's no change rooms anywhere. I mean, I suppose you could if you really wanted to. But you can't take new clothing and put it on over top of the old clothing and expect it to fit properly. So that's not going to work. So think about it though. If you wanted to put off the old and put on the new, there's a period of transition there in between. Right? And if you're in Costco and you put off the old, you're standing there in the middle of Costco naked. Naked, exposed, vulnerable, in front of everybody. And it's that point in our Christian walk that we need to embrace that. Man, if we're going to put off the old before we put on the new, there has to be a time where there's vulnerability, where you're exposed, where your weaknesses are seen by other people, and you're willing to be exposed by God, in front of God. This is so huge. You cannot take the old self and just slap on the new self. It doesn't work. There has to be a period where you're willing to be seen for who you are, where you're willing to be exposed and vulnerable to the people around you that love you and before God.